Hey there, guys. So, if you saw my live stream earlier on Anthemosa, I'm assuming that's how you say it, the plant boss, you saw the live stream was kind of a disaster. We basically just eventually gave up after hours of trying. Now that I've had time to sit down and look at the boss's skills, get a turn chart worked out, you know, not streaming. Streaming is great and all, but streaming is not the best place to, like, seriously brainstorm this boss. When I'm, you know, just all by myself, no audience, I can really focus and write down everything, etc. Anyway, I have currently, at the current time, gotten rank 1, but we are not doing an all modifier clear. Now, all modifiers would mean turning on this party ailment resistance down. If you saw the live stream, you know why that doesn't work. With this turned on, it is impossible to resist the ailments of the fight, meaning your entire party gets petrified. You cannot stop it. You can kill your party and re-raise them like every other turn. It's not realistic in my opinion. This modifier is not well thought out. Now, I tried with all the other modifiers on, and the boss for my party is just a little bit too thick. Now, I have successfully done it with this modifier turned off, but we're going to actually try to turn off a smaller modifier, and we're going to go for a 305% clear. Now, here's the party, pretty much the same as I was working on the live stream. Let's get in here. I'll explain stuff as we go. I've got like a loose turn chart that we're going to be following, but it's a really long fight, and some of the turns are just like doing the best we can. Okay, so the first like 6 turns are going to be just set up and just getting ready, because this boss with his rotation is, you have very limited windows to actually damage the boss. So on turn 1, Aya Brea is going to go ahead and, not yet actually, Flaring Rain is going to be our breaker with True Undermine. We're going to imbue the party with fire, and we're going to Aldor Leader for stats. Now Aya can just triple Absolute to fill the morale gauge. Dark Knight Dwayne can Blood Shield for morale, fire, imbue, and then who cares? Ibarra for turn 1 is going to Mirage the party. We're going to Wish, and we're going to just use Dark Ra, not the Dark Imbue. Elena is going to put up her field and her cover on turn 1, and then Shelga. Elena gets brutalized on this content. She gets hit very, very, very hard. Now, Melissa is going to die. The boss, as it turns out, hits the highest defense target with the physical attacks that pretty much always just kill you. You're not going to survive them. At least I couldn't survive them. But, so we're going to go ahead and use her to immunity the party, and then just use some killers for morale fill. Now, Melissa is going to re-raise and come back after eating the turn 1 attacks with the highest defense. So highest defense, and we take millions and millions and millions of damage. Get out of here with that crap. Anyway, she re-raised, we're fine. Let's continue. Let's go ahead, and now that she's done re-raising, we can now start her auto-cast with Chronic Flow. We can refresh her immunity buff, and we're going to do Minutes to Might for a little bit of damage. Dwayne on this turn is going to LB. We're going to LB Elena for the mitigations. We're going to use Aya this turn to do Barrier, Gene Heal, and Haste as the last action. Flaring Rain can just reload and do his things again. We're going to LB these. And again, these early turns are not that important. The boss has mitigation. We don't have morale. We're not really dealing much damage. We're just doing what we can. So we're going to go ahead and double bolting and focus. And we're going to try to deal some damage. We're not really going to deal any damage. The boss still has mitigation. Yeah, the boss has very, very narrow windows of when you can actually deal realistic damage. So turn 3, the boss's mitigation will be down, and we can kind of deal damage, but not really, because the boss, we don't have morale gauge. We're not really fully set up yet. And the boss is going to heal next turn, anyway, actually this turn anyway. Now, what we're going to do with Dwayne is we're going to not use his as SLB just yet. Now, turn 2 and turn 3 are sort of painful, so we're going to just go ahead and guard Elena this turn. We're going to use Aya Brea to go ahead and do the base form. We're going to do Necrosis and then double heal to top up our Elena. Flaring Rain is going to shift here and do his shifted LB so we can get the big Sordid Peril. We'll match that with the Atonement on Dwayne. Ibarra on this turn can do the base form LB. And we can do SLB on Melissa, targeting Aya. to get that necrosis back off cooldown quicker for the healing down. Now the chain's going to break here. We're not going to do much damage, and the boss is going to heal it all back anyway. This is, again, lots of setup. We're not really going to do any realistic damage until like turn 6, and then the real damage, the damage cap, will be on turn 9. So there's Elena getting completely brutalized, but because we're guarding and stacking all the mitigation, she survived, technically speaking. Okay, this turn the boss does absolutely nothing but buff himself. So Dwayne is going to use SLB to get ready. Aya is going to shift here. We're going to now do her big setup stuff. We're going to do Parasite Fire, Awakened Mitochondria, and just a Bolting Strike move. Rain on this turn can AoE imbue the party again with fire. We're going to break the boss again, and then do Bolting Strike. Ibarra can just go to the shift form and triple bolting to fill her LB gauge. We're not going to use focus though. Elena on this turn is just going to use cover and then her breaks to fill her LB gauge. Got to cover again. We can go ahead and chain these up. It's not really going to chain. And then we're going to go ahead and do a shared immunity and just some killer buffs to fill the morale gauge. Now notice we didn't heal the party. It doesn't really matter right now. We're going to heal the party in a moment anyway. Okay. And again, this is a 0 damage turn, so we don't really care. So all the boss does is buff himself on turn 4. Now turn 5, the boss is now imbued with Earth Element. So if you're immune to Earth, you can resist this stuff, but the AoE physical ignores cover. It's so irritating. So we're going to go back to the base form with Aya Brea, and we're going to do Barrier, Gene Heal, and Haste. That is going to give us a 5-stack Mirage this turn. Ibarra is going to go back to the base form, and we're going to start getting set up again. So we're going to go ahead and do both the Killer, Human, and Demon, and then a Noon for the Big Imperil. Rain on this turn can do double bolting and break. Dwayne on this turn can do fire imbue, and then, actually, nope, we're going to do double bolting and then fire imbue. Got my turn chart, make sure I'm doing everything correctly. Let's see, we can on turn 5. You know, I did it incorrectly last turn, but that's actually okay. So we can just cover this turn and do Curaga twice. I was supposed to do that last turn, but it doesn't really matter because the boss didn't attack last turn. I think the boss does healing down, though. No, we're fine. Okay, there we go. So Melissa is now going to do shared immunity again. Shelga. And I'm sorry, and a human killer on Dwayne. So we can wait just a second, and we can go ahead and use a big attack and magic buff just for a little bit of extra damage. The boss is not going to heal again until turn 8. So the damage we do now is going to actually be slightly irrelevant. Yeah, the healing of this fight is why I can't turn on all modifiers. The healing is just too much with all modifiers on. I can't finish the fight in time. So this turn, the boss does not have any mitigations. These are all offensive buffs. We can actually deal a little bit of burst here. So Dwayne's going to burst. Aya's going to shift and burst. It's not going to be the biggest burst, but it'll be a little bit. Okay, we're going to go ahead and attack and magic buff. Rain can triple bolting. Now this turn is going to be... That's right. Okay, so I'll show you in a second. So let me look at my turn chart. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and use Ibarra. Now we're going to use focus like that. We're going to do bolting, focus, and bolting just to get some benefit, because next turn she's going to use her LB, but no one's going to chain with her. This turn, Elena's going to chain. So we're going to go ahead and chain everyone except Melissa. Wait till last for Melissa. So a little bit of damage right here. Okay. Now Melissa is going to... We're going to use a 3-turn imbue on the boss for the physical damage on this turn, as well as to stop some of the healing. So we're going to use All-Consuming Darkness on this turn. We're going to do Parasol for the re-raise, and we're going to do Human Killer on Rain for later. Okay, so this turn is all physical damage, and we imbue the boss, and we're absorbing it, so no problem whatsoever. We're going to absorb all this damage here. Don't need Mirage or anything. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So turn 7. This turn, another powerful magic turn. And also the boss now has unremovable attack and magic buffs, and they're very strong. So we're going to guard Elena, and we're going to SLB Dwayne to get them ready. And we're going to continue to do setup. We're going to LB Shifted Rain. We're going to go to the shift form with Aya. We're going to Awakened and double P90. Ibarra to the base form is going to LB. For the Katana in Peril, we're going to go ahead and do attack and magic buff, and we'll like sort of kind of chain these. None of these really chain together. We do the best we can. And then we're going to target Aya with Melissa and do her SLB to cooldown reduction Aya, because we need that necrosis to stop the healing. As you see, that turn we did a little bit of damage, not a ton. Yeah, the big damage is coming on turn 9. That'll be our damage cap, and that'll be our threshold. So some painful freaking damage on Elena. It hurts. Like I told you, Elena is very squishy, but while guarding the dangerous turns, it actually works out sort of okay. So turn 8, another dangerous turn. We're going to go ahead and guard her. There is a lot of physical damage this turn as well, but the boss is still imbued with darkness, so we're fine. The boss is unfortunately also going to heal this turn. So Melissa is going to Human Killer on Dwayne, because next turn is our big burst. We're going to Human Killer Dwayne, and we're going to double Kurega so that we don't lose our Elena. So I did lie to you. The boss is technically still imbued with darkness, but we're going to be getting rid of that because we have to, kind of. So we're going to be doing, in the shift form, Necrosis with Aya. That's going to get rid of the boss's dark imbue, unfortunately. 180 Amplify, and then we're going to refresh the Fire in Peril. So Flaring Rain, again, going to get ready. We're going to go ahead and do AoE Fire Imbue, 150 Fire Amplify, and we're going to refresh the breaks with True Undermine. Dark Knight Dwayne, not yet. Ibarra is going to be in the base form. We're going to do Bar Darkja, we're going to do Wish, and we're going to do a 150 Amp as the last action. Now, this turn, there's only 3 physical attacks, so we're going to use Dwayne to triple Mirage with Arcane Supplementation. Then we're going to do his Fire Imbue. Then we're going to do his 150 Fire Amplify. And next turn, we're going to get ready for Bursting. Unfortunately, the boss is going to heal this turn. Very unfortunate. Not a lot we can do about that. So, oof. Big sad. Big sad. That's okay, though. As long as Elena doesn't die, and she's good. Now we're going to do our Burst. Now, the goal on this turn is to push the 50% threshold. If we do, wonderful. As long as we get close, we'll be okay. But we're going to try to push it. So before we do anything, Melissa is going to do... Make sure everyone's LB is good to go. So we're going to LB you. We're going to shift at LB you. We're going to triple bolting you. The boss has Sword in Peril at this point. We're going to shift at LB our Ibarra. We really don't need the morale gauge skills. We have the 450 stats with Dwayne. We're going to shift at LB Elena. This turn, the boss is only going to buff. The boss is not going to attack us. So we're going to use Melissa this turn. We're going to do seconds of support on Aya, our strongest DPS. We're going to do minutes of might. No, we're not. We're going to do... No, second, I'm sorry, Human Killer on Rain, because the rest of the party all has Human Killer. And then we're going to do Shared Immunity. Yes, okay. And now we're going to do our Burst. We're trying to push the threshold. So here we go. We should push the threshold, though. Oh yeah, definitely. We're good, we're good. Okay, so 5.1 billion, we did the damage cap. That was actually a pretty freaking low roll. I'm very unfortunate about that. I've done as high as 5.9. Oh my god, by missing out on 1 billion damage, we might not be able to do it with all these modifiers turned on. But we're gonna keep trying our best. We're gonna keep trying our best. So now we're in the final phase. The AI doesn't really change. It's still a repeating 5-turn pattern. So, but we do need to Mirage the turn. There's a 5 AoE physical coming in. So we're going to Barrier, Gene, and Haste with Aya Brea. We're gonna SLB Dwayne. The boss does have mitigations yet again, so super irritating. Rain is just going to triple bolting. Ibarra is going to triple bolting in the shift form. Elena is going to go back to the base form. We're going to cover and then double break the boss. So break, break, and cover. And we're going to use the SLB of Melissa on Aya. Let's go ahead and attack and magic buff. And we'll go ahead and do a little bit of damage here. The boss is going to heal again on turn 13. So the boss will be healing by 10%. The boss actually heals 20%, but, you know, with the healing down is only 10%. So, there we go. Alright, some AoE attacks, we Mirage them, and then the Earth damage. I'm going to show you the gearing later, but our Provokers and all are using Earth Resist for the Earth attacks. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and swap over to mostly Dark Element. Now, we're going to lose our Melissa this turn. If I'm correct, she does have Re-Raise still. Yes? Re-Raise? She does. Yeah, we're good. So she's going to die this turn, big sad face, but, you know, what can you do? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to swap Dwayne over to Dark and double bolting. Aya is going to go to the shift form. We're going to awaken and double bolting. So now it's just all it's a matter of is finishing out the fight. So awaken and double bolting. Rain, it's just going to basically Rain for nearly the entire fight is going to just bolting the rest of the fight. Let's see. Ibarra. Now we need Mirage this turn. So we're going to use Ibarra to double Mirage the party and then Human and Demon Killer. Elena on this turn is going to LB. Let me think for a second. No one is doing Extreme Nova. Okay, before we do any of this, we are going to use Curse Control with Melissa. We're going to Minutes of Might. And we're going to Human Killer on Dwayne. Let's see here. Wait just a second. Let's go ahead and do this. So we're going to send Elena first because we're not really chaining properly with her, so we don't want to break any chains. And go ahead and chain the rest. Do a little bit of damage as long as we do more than... Yep. So the healing on the boss's turn 13 will not affect us. Although the boss's mitigation is going down next turn. So there goes our Melissa, taking one for the team. We didn't have a Dark Imbue, and you can't Mirage that attack. The boss does too many attacks that round. So we did lose Melissa. We need to get her buffed back up. We're going to guard our Elena. Melissa will do Shared Immunity. Now we're going to Parasol for the Re-Raise, and we're going to Human Killer on Rain, but not quite yet. So Dwayne is going to LB. We're going to Aya Shifted LB. Rain will triple bolting. Ibarra will base form LB. We need those killers and Katana in peril. Let's go ahead and attack a magic buff. And Melissa, I'm not sure if I did it right. Let me do it again. So we're going to Shared Immunity. We're going to Parasol Shield, and we're going to Human Killer on Rain. So do this first. Wait just a second. And turn 12 is just magic damage this turn. And we're guarding Elena, so we should be fine. We did her LB kind of recently. Okay, respectable damage. Next turn, the boss is going to heal. Big sad face, but, you know, it's fine. So we kind of have to start killing the boss by, like, turn 20-ish or so. At that point, the boss starts gaining so much morale, we just can't keep up, and you kind of lose. So that's why I couldn't quite do it with all the modifiers on. So we're going to guard Elena yet again to survive. We're going to SLB our Dwayne. Aya Brea is going to Fire Imbue. Fire Imbue, we're going to Necrotic to stop the boss's healing. And we're going to Bolting Strike. Yes, we're going to Bolting Strike. We'll do that first. So Ibarra on this turn will triple bolt. Yeah, we're getting set up for a burst when the boss's mitigation is down. So triple bolting. We're not going to focus yet. And then Rain, triple bolting. Let's see. We can attack and magic. We can cooldown reduction Aya. And then Rain can focus. I'm sorry, not focus. Rain can bolting. The boss does have mitigation this turn, so it's not going to do a ton of damage, but it'll do some. Every little bit matters when we're fighting against the healing. Here comes the healing. Because we did Necrotic, the boss is only going to heal for 10% instead of 20. So, ugh, big sad. Okay, please don't die, Elena. Oh my god, Elena. I hate Elena. I hate Elena so much. She is so squishy. That was with guarding. Can you believe this? Anyway, we're okay. So this turn is just a buffing turn. So Dwayne is going to Dark and double bolting. You know, I'd love... Yeah, let's go ahead and have Melissa on this turn. Let's do Abyssal for some focusing. Yeah, we're gonna get some damage going on here. Let's go ahead and Abyssal. Let's Human Killer Dwayne. And let's go ahead and Kurega to heal a little bit. Aya Brea on this turn. We're going to do Awaken. We're going to do the 150 amp and then the bolting to get some nice damage next round. Yeah, that's kind of the goal here. Rain can triple bolting. And let's see. Ibarra can... What's turn? 14? Yeah, we're going to bolting, and focus. And then we're going to do, with you, break, and cover to refresh that. Let's go ahead and do attack and magic. We want all the damage possible. And here we go. So one kind of sort of issue right now is we're not going to have an LB damage buff next turn. It's very kind of big unfortunate, but not a lot I can do about it. So Dwayne has his own, but the rest of the party doesn't really have an LB buff. That could be because me not planning out the turns properly. Actually, we're going to have one for Aya, because we're going to do seconds on Aya. So we're going to do seconds of support on Aya. That'll give her a big LB damage buff. We're going to human kill her on Rain. And we're going to Uncontrollable Darkness. That is going to imbue the boss, because this turn is an AoE 5-stack, and we don't have a way to deal with that. So we have to imbue the boss this turn, which we're doing with our girl. So we're going to triple bolting right here. Yeah, this boss is a little bit redonkulous. We're going to shift it LBU, and we're going to base LBU. We don't have Dwayne's buff, so we're going to go ahead and do all this. And deal a little bit of damage here. The boss's mitigations are down currently. Okay, we're at turn 15. The boss is half dead. That's kind of good. As long as we can kill the boss by like turn 22-ish, we should be okay. But beyond that, the morale gain becomes too much. So there's the attack I was talking about. We had to imbue that, so that's not a problem. So let's keep it going. So the next burst turn will be turn 18. So Dwayne, SLB, get ready for turn 18. Aya, this turn we need Mirage. So we need 5-stack Mirage. So Barrier, Gene Heal, and Haste on Aya Brea. This turn, Rain is going to imbue the party. It's a little bit strange right here, but you got to trust me on this. So Rain is going to imbue the party with... we're going to Grace. We're going to Infrarega. And we're going to... Yeah, and then we're going to... What am I looking at? Infrarega. And then just Bolting Strike. Okay. Let's see. Ibarra on this turn. We need killers. So we don't need Mirage on this turn. Yeah, we did Mirage, actually. So we're going to do this, and then a Noon. Elena on this turn is going to cover and refresh the brakes on the boss. This is a physical-only turn, so we're fine. Rain can do his thing, and then we can SLB targeting Aya for the cooldown reduction. That'll also heal up our Elena for later in the fight. Okay, so this turn, we are going to lose Melissa yet again. She's going to die to the single target stuff. That's okay. She'll re-raise. Her SLB puts up re-raise for us. Boom, there we go. Come right back. Perfect. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue the progress. Let's see here. Turn 17 is a magical turn. We're going to guard our Elena. Melissa is going to Shared. We're going to refresh Chronic Flow because she died. And we're going to do Curse Control again. Let's see here. We are going to focus our... Yeah, next turn's a burst turn. So we're going to focus our Ibarra. Rain will... Can you guess what Rain's doing? Big surprise here. We're going to Bolting. Aya is going to... We need to imbue... We need to necrotic the boss. Ooh. Got a necrotic. Got a necrotic. Necrotic for healing down, because healing is coming. Fire, imbue, and awaken. Got to do that. And then Dwayne is going to... Dwayne is going to dark imbue. We're going to... Isn't this a 60%? It is a 60%. We're gonna fire imbue and double bolting. Yeah, so on the turn chart, just adjust. We need more LB gauge on Dwayne, so we're just gonna do it this way. I was gonna dual imbue him, but he doesn't have enough LB gauge for me to safely do that. So next turn is a heal turn, but next turn is also a burst turn, so we're okay. Okay, so here's a little bit of an issue turn. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to handle this. Let me think for a second. This is a magic turn. We also want to burst. We have to burst a turn. We can't lose our damage. We got to burst. We got to burst with you. I'm confused. I'm curious what I'm going to do here. Let me think. Ibarra needs to base form LB. So we have to guard Elena so she doesn't die. So the question becomes Melissa. Melissa is going to die this turn. So I messed that up, unfortunately. Oh, what am I going to do? Yes. Yeah, I shouldn't have used Chronic earlier. Big mistake right there. Huge mistake right there. Okay. Don't have a choice. So we're, I guess, going to... We have to have re-raise, so we're going to re-raise herself. Is Parasol available, actually? Parasol is available. We're going to Parasol. We're going to Minutes to Might, and we're going to heal. We got to heal, or otherwise Elena's going to die too, and things will get real bad. So let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, that way Elena will survive. Now we are going to lose Melissa again on this turn because we don't have a 5-stack Mirage ready to go. We don't have any imbues ready to go. Damage looks good here. Okay. And the boss is going to heal this turn. Unfortunately, turn 18 is a healing turn, so don't get too excited. Oh, man, I'd love for Melissa not to die here. Please, Melissa, don't die. Please don't die. Oh my god, she died. Of course. Damn it, we lost our Chronic Flow, that means. Oh, that's a problem. Morale is going to be a big issue starting very soon. We don't have Chronic Flow anymore. Oh, jeez. Keep at it. Do the best we can. Okay, so we need to bolting, and... Yeah, because currently we're using more modifiers than I was last time. Last time I beat it with less modifiers turned on. I'm kind of like trying to, you know, go big boy right now. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, Aya Brea. Why? Let me think for a second. Okay. So we can Mirage... No, we need a Mirage next turn. Yeah. Oh my god. So, can we burst this turn with Aya? Unfortunately, it looks like we cannot. Could we fill... Ooh. Could I fill... You know, normally Melissa's dead this turn. I'm doing things a little bit differently, so I think I can actually just bar Darkja a few times. And we can get another burst on this turn. Oh, is there even a point to? There's really no point to, actually, because the boss does have buffs right now. Oh, man, I really want to get some damage in, though. We're kind of behind right now. What am I going to do? 1, 2... You know what we can do? Oh, yeah, boy. We can get ready for a turn 21 burst instead. We're going to do it that way. So we're going to Abyssal Blessing. Yeah, I like that. Okay, Abyssal Blessing. We're going to Shared, and we're going to, Curaga, question mark? Yeah, we're going to Curaga. Okay, in that case, that means Aya is unfortunately just going to Bolting Strike here. We're not going to do any kind of fancy stuff. We're just going to Bolting Strike you. And Ibarra is just going to Bolting Strike as well. Actually, when are your killers and all available? 2 more turns? Ugh. You know what? I really want to do Wish of Vengeance, because we're not going to have time to do the other one with whatever the girl's name is. That's fine. Okay, a little bit of damage here. So this turn is the boss is going to buff. It's the buff turn. Nothing else happens. No one cares. Totally fine. Next turn, we need 5-stack Mirage, though. Okay, so... yeah, we need 5-stack Mirage next round. So Dwayne is going to... Oh, we can Arcane Supplementation, even. Oh, this is beautiful. Supplementation. Does that fill LB gauge? It does not. Huh. Alright, Aya, we kind of have to... We have to 5-stack Mirage here no matter what. So we have to 5-stack Mirage. You know, I kind of sort of want to... Parasite and Antibody as well. Let me think. Yeah, we're kind of going off script. We have to LBU this turn. This is a safe turn. You know, we could LB next turn instead, and I kind of like that better, honestly speaking. So we're gonna instead. Oh, you know what we can do? Ooh, I really like this. Hold on a second. Okay, so Ibarra. Oh, damn it, Ibarra! Why is your skills not ready? How's our Parasite? Oh, we have to cooldown reduction U. Okay, so no matter what, Rain is doing his LB. Yeah, Rain is doing his LB no matter... I'm sorry, not Rain. Aya is doing her... No, she's not. We have to do Mirage with you. This is just so irritating. We're going to Supplementation. We're going to Dark Imbue, and we're going to... Bolting. We're going to go ahead and do that now. That's going to put up Mirage. But then Aya can do... nope, not that. Aya is going to instead do energy, antibody, and haste for the Mirage after Dwayne does his 3-stack Mirage. There we go. So that means Elena... can LB here, that's fine. Her damage is irrelevant. So, Ibarra... Oh, jeez, Ibarra, you're so frustrating me with these killers. They're not ready. They're one turn away, and there's nothing we can do about that. So Ibarra will just... whatever. Can't do anything about it. Okay, so bolting, focus. And then Melissa is going to do... not Melissa. Yeah, Melissa is going to SLB on Aya. Yeah, we're kind of just winging it right now. We gotta like really rush. The boss is gonna still heal one more time, but next turn is gonna be a nice big burst turn. But the boss is gonna start gaining lots and lots of morale. So this is a ×5 AOE physical turn. We did do a 5-stack Mirage with Aya, so we're okay. All right, we currently don't have Aya's modifier buff though. This is really going off the rails right now. But the boss is, oh my god, and the boss and Dwayne's LB is not ready. You're killing me here. You're really killing me here, Dwayne. Oh my god. Oh, this is the worst. Dwayne, why? Okay, in that case, we have to fill this. We are gonna lose Melissa this turn to re-raise. She is re-raising. Okay, so we're fine there. So Melissa can honestly just like go LB fill. Yeah, we can just LB fill with Melissa. And that'll handle Dwayne. Perfect. Dwayne's ready to go. Aya's ready to go. This will be a nice burst turn. And if we can kill the boss this turn, it'd be fantastic. Fantastic if we can kill the boss this turn. We're probably not going to, though. We have to base form LB this turn with you. No, we don't, actually. Yes, we kind of do. Huh. And then Elena. Elena. Okay, let me look real quick at my turn chart. Yeah, there's no... Oh, her LB's not ready regardless. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, so we're just going to break with you. Yeah, we're not worried about your damage. Okay. That's fine. So, go ahead and burst a little bit. This is not a healing turn. Oh, come on, kill the boss. Yeah, we're not going to. Oh! The next heal is on turn 23. Can we get a kill by turn 23? I do not know. There goes Melissa. Oh my god, everyone died. I hate this boss so much. Everyone died because no one had Mirage. I hate this boss. I hate this boss! Okay. It's actually okay, though. Let me think for a second. Turn 22. If we... Okay, better question. Did Elena die? She did not die, which means she still has her mitigations. That's wonderful. So we're going to heal Elena. That is not healing. That is not really healing. Oh my god, we gotta heal her, though. Dwayne's gotta do his thing. Does he, though? I really want to kill this boss. We have to kill this boss by turn 24, because the morale is gonna go insane. So we have to Necrosis to cure the debuffs. We're gonna Fire, and we're gonna Awaken. We have to do that. That's like not optional. We gotta triple bolting here. So yeah, we're gonna pretty much just go all in for a kill in the next 2 turns. Killer, and Bar Darkja. Let's see, Melissa. Yeah, so we're going to Omni cover. Bar Blazaja. Oh, jeez. No, we're not going to second to support yet. So we're going to... When did we SLB last? We SLB'd not too long ago, so... Is the boss Dark Imperiled? Yeah, he is. Okay. We're not going to kill in turn 23. This is dropping me insane. Yeah, with Omni cover, we did survive Yelena, thankfully. Oh, this is awesome. We're freaking status effect. I didn't do status immunity. But thankfully, this new remedial will fix that problem for us. Okay, actually, that's actually not so bad. Look at this morale gauge. You kidding me here? Oh my god, you're not ready to go either. So we have to kill the boss right now. I mean, we're at 24% morale. This is not gonna cut it. We can't even do the freaking buff. Unbelievable. Okay, well... Final morale gauge is way worse. Because we took too long. We lost our chronic flow. Yeah, I should have not turned on that final modifier. I wonder if my score is better or worse. No, I don't need Transcension Pearls. Out of curiosity, is that better or worse than my last score? Oh my god, so technically speaking, we got a better score. So we got a better score than my last run, even though final morale was horrible. I'm gonna upload this. I don't care. It's day one. I'm tired of this boss for today. I'm tired of the boss for today. So anyway, I earlier did this run with all these modifiers, and I left this one off, and it was a lot easier to do because the boss was, you know, less bulky. We killed her on like turn 18 or something. This time we did it this way with only this one turned off, and we barely won, because as you saw that morale gauge, the morale goes absolutely bonkers after turn 16. You just can't keep up. And yeah, with all the modifiers on, haha, funny joke. And this one's just like basically broken. This doesn't even work. Anyway, I'll show you the team. I'll put the turn chart in the comments. As far as substitutions, swaps, this is day one. This clear was messy. It's not a perfect rank 1. I'll play with it later. Have fun with it. I will show you the team though. So here is the party. So the whole party is stop immune. Shiva gives 50% stop immunity, and we're also getting 50% stop immunity from Awerber's Boon. So that's how Rain is getting his stop immunity. Also, the whole party is status immune. So there we go. And then here's his damage. Both forms are geared identical. A morale card as well. Shift form, same thing. Maxed on everything. And he also has Overcap Plant Killer from Shiva. So there we go for Rain. Ayabrea in the base form is just using some immunity. It's not really that important. The base form doesn't deal damage. Shift form is 16.4. She's naturally stop immune, and the only statuses that matter are Sleep, Confuse, and Petrify and Confusion. And of course, she's naturally immune to all of those. And then her killers are Max Demon, Human, Max Plant, Max LB damage. There we go. Dark Knight Dwayne, stop immunity from Sephiroth's long coat. Status immunity from determined to defeat the Empire, 17.2 attack power, fire card, maxed LB, max demon, 275 human, max plant killer. Ibarra, stop immunity from boy brimming with curiosity. If you don't have that, I'm sorry, wait for a different video. Max everything, I believe. I think she's maxing everything. No, she's not. Max demon, human, plant, 275 plant. Close enough, it worked. Elena, the squishiest of the squishiest tanks ever. I hate this girl. But she did work. So, 320 or better stone resist, so she doesn't die. And she still died, because, there it is. A lot of stone resist. Not provoking. Keep that in mind. And then, there we go. And then shift form is, we only shifted like once or twice. And then, you know, damage, etc. If I'm going too quickly, I'm very hungry. If I'm going too quickly, I'll just pause the video. Her damage was garbage. Oh my god, I didn't show the damage breakdown. I didn't show the damage. I cannot believe I didn't show the damage breakdown. I am so disappointed at that. I love showing the damage breakdown. Okay, so just so you know, Elena does very low damage. Anyway, Melissa is the highest defense in the party with a high defense card. That way she takes the single target stuff. It targets the highest defense, and she is also at 400 unbuffed earth resist, so that she never dies to the attacks on the 5th turn of the rotation. So there we go. Here's her build. 400 resist and the highest defense in the party. So the damage breakdown, I can tell you from previous runs, Aya Brea is the most, Dwayne is second, and then Rain and Ibarra are pretty tied for third, and then Elena way far behind. I will come back to this boss later, but for now, that is my clear. The very messy, not optimized turn chart will be in the comments. Enjoy.